Well, hello and thank you for joining off the stone knife sharpening. Today I wanted to sharpen with one of my newest stones, which is this Veneve diamond combo stone. It's a relatively small stone, being 6 inches long and only 1 inch wide. I found that to be kind of an issue with longer knives, like longer kitchen knives. Basically the edge just wants to wobble. But what it does excel at, besides removing lots of metal quickly, is sharpening smaller knives like paring knives. And the paring knife I'm going to sharpen today is an At Home with Meijer paring knife. It's quite dull, it's pretty beat up looking. This is the sharpness of the edge. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But what I'm going to do is start on this stone, and then I'll possibly take it to a 600 grit and then maybe a 2500 grit after that. Let's get started. All right, let's see here. Let's see what angle I want to sharpen this thing at. Probably about right there. And this is a combo stone, so this side is the 100 grit and the other side is a 240. So the feel of this stone is fantastic. It's kind of deceiving considering it's a 100 grit diamond stone. Um, the way it feels is like a smooth, um, it's just a smooth cut. So it really doesn't feel as coarse as it is, which is fine. You know, it's nice for sharpening. Some stones can be super loud because they're removing so much metal, and this one removes a lot of metal quickly and just isn't as loud. So, you know, every sharpening stone is different. That's the way this one is. So 100 grit stones, what I find them very useful for are knives like this. Knives that are just so far gone that if you took it to like a medium stone and definitely like a fine stone or something, you're gonna just struggle to apex the thing, or it's just gonna take forever, or you might just give up before it does. So that's where 100 grit stone shines. That's where they're very useful, is removing a lot of metal very quickly. Yeah, this edge just feels uneven and pretty crappy, to be honest. It feels all jacked up. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, there's like a slight, geez, this blade's all bent all over the place. Um, yeah, that is not good. Towards the tip, it goes it does like an S. I don't know if it'll show how funky that looks, but it is. This blade definitely has seen better days. Well, we've definitely reprofiled her, which is good. So now, just want to do some deburring. Doing a lot of ambidextrous sharpening lately, which has been a lot of fun. It's been difficult but rewarding. I like the challenge of it. All right, so that should be good for that. Let's move on to a 600 grit. This is the Sharpening Glassstone 7 kit. And this is the 600 grit stone, 25 micron. This thing feels so bent. Well, it's because it is. It just feels really weird on the sharpening stone. It's like all wavy, the blade. That is definitely interesting. Just working on the heel area. Yeah, this blade is all jacked up. You can really feel it on this stone how bad it is. Trying to deburr this a little bit. Okay. So we'll take it to the 2500 grit, give it a little bit of work, and then we'll call her good. Just strap it. Strap it and call it good. In fact, what I'm going to do is just basically what I'm doing with this 2500 grit is I'm refining the edge, but I'm also trying to focus on basically removing that burr. Just doing back and forth. Okay. Let's see what we have now. So weird feeling on this stone. All right, done with that one. Just dry off the stone holder a little bit. What we'll do is just strap on a regular leather strap. Won't have any compound loaded on it. Let's do a little strap on it, and then we'll see how the edge feels. All right. See if we'll cut some of this. Yeah, that was nice. All right, let's get our paper back out. Let me get a new one. It's all jacked up. Sharpening stone paper. I had one of these before. It was a very coarse stone. Look at that. Very smooth. Slicey edge. Very good. So we have restored this edge. One thing I always like to test is how well it's apexed with paper towel or some toilet paper. See how well it can cut through this. Very good. So yeah, we have restored the edge on this knife, and all I used was the 100 grit diamond Veneve stone to apex it, and then the 600 and 2500 grit Sharpening glass stones, and just a normal regular strap. So even a knife as dull as that, you can bring back fairly easily. Took a little bit of work, but not too bad. Get this off my fingers, and then what I'll do is I'll bring over an orange and a tomato, because that's what I would use this knife for, and we'll see how it cuts those. All right, let me grab those. Okay. All my junk out of the way. All right, so start with the tomato. Very nice. Just a nice smooth edge. It's got a slight bite, definitely from those diamonds. But yeah, it just feels good. Not much effort involved, and it will just cut right through. It's very good. And then also a very good test you can do for knife sharpness is cutting into an orange, lime, or lemon. The skin is like fairly soft yet firm. So if you have an apex your knife, you'll be just wrenching on this thing to get through it. But if it's apexed, it will just slide right through. So that's always a good test. So there are a few different tests. I like the paper cut test for evenness of the knife edge. I like using an orange, lime, or lemon to see if I've really apexed the knife well, because it should not take much effort to cut through that if I've apexed it. And then also the paper towel or the toilet paper cut test too for the apexing. Yeah, guys, we got sharp knife again. This was a pathetically dull edge, to be honest, and then it's great now. Sharpened very well. So I'm going to give this back to my friends. I sharpened this for them. I'm sure they'll be happy with it now, much more than it was. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next video.